Hello, everybody. This is Young Family Tai Chi, section 3. And today we're probably going to review everything through the last class, which was Golden Rooster. And then after that, there's a lot of repeats. And we'll probably get through to like cross kick for those of you who already know the form. Okay, so we're going to start with a review. We're going to go from cross hands to Golden Rooster. And then we'll go on from there. Okay? So, cross hands. Embrace tiger, return to mountain. Shift right. Turn all the way almost to straight. Shift back, separate hands, pull back the right foot. Swing, step, brush, strike. Roll back, circle your arms, shift your weight back, turn to the side. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and press forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, hands in front of your chest, and push forward. Diagonal single whip. Shift your weight back, flatten your hands, turn and pull all the way around, press down, release the left foot, make your hook hand with the right, ward off with the left, standing ward off, step, strike. Wild horse parts its mane, shift to the right, turn almost to straight, come back, step and close, turn and open. Shift back, turn your hands, come together, step and close, turn and open. Come back, forward, change your hands, come together, step and close, turn and open. Transition to grasp the Sparrow's Tail. Turn the right foot to the corner. Pull in the left, step and close. Left ward off. Right ward off. Turn the left foot. Grab with the left, ward off with the right. Step and close. Right ward off. Roll back. Reach to the corner. Shift your weight back and come to the other corner. Press, pull in the right, attach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, and push forward. Single whip, shift your weight back, flatten your hands, turn and pull all the way around, press down, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Fair lady works the shuttle. Shift to the right, turn, come back, passing palm, separate, strike. 2, press down, turn, step and cross, open, strike and turn your left foot. 3, press down, step with the right, turn, passing palm, open, strike. 3, press down, turn, close and step, open, strike and turn your left foot. Transition to grasp the Sparrow's Tail. Put your hands in rollback position. Turn the right foot to the corner. Hands come up, close and step, left ward off, right ward off. Turn, grab with the left, ward off with the right, step and close, right ward off. Roll back, reach to the corner, shift your weight back, go to the other corner, press, pull in the right, detach the left, and expand forward. Push, square up your shoulders, flatten your hands, come back over a ball, and push forward. Single whip. Shift back, flatten your hands, turn, pull, press down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Cloud hands, shift to the right, and one, step, step, two, step, three, step to the corner, single whip, snake creeps down, turn the right foot to the corner, come back, make a C with your left arm. Golden Rooster stands on one leg, come back up, turn the right foot to the corner, turn the left foot to the corner and grab. Pull back your left hand, right hand comes to the hip. Turn and come up. Two, step back. Hands position. Come back and stand up. Okay? How did that go? Are there any questions? Yes? No? Okay. The thing I'd like you to remember on Golden Rooster is that you should have your hands positioned before you come up. In other words, if I'm doing it toward you and I'm down here, when I come up and I close my right foot, I'm in the same position as single whip. When I move my left foot, I'm pulling with the left hand and moving the left foot at the same time. As I shift my weight forward, what happens is I release this right hand and move it to my hip with the fingers facing forward. So as I shift my weight, hand comes to the hip and fingers facing forward, and the left hand flattens out and comes back. So when I'm here and I come back up to single whip, what happens is this hand comes here. It's ready to go down. And as my weight shifts forward up this hand, it's coming like this. You see the fingers facing forward? So as the weight shifts forward, what happens from single whip, left hand grabs, left foot turns. Then as the weight shifts forward, left hand comes back, right hand positions with the fingers forward. Then I turn and come up. Okay? So I want to make sure that you get your hands in position before you come up. And then for the second one, when you're, after you've come up, you're here. When you come back, you're going to step back one line, two sides. So you're going to put your toe down. And then if your heel came down, you would have one line, two sides here. Okay, if you're here and you come, you put your toe down first. And then when your heel comes down, you have one line, two sides between your feet. So you're here. When you come back, as you shift your weight back, you do the same thing. You flatten the right hand, and the left hand has the fingers forward, so that when you come up, one down. So the trick here is that when I'm here, when I step back, I don't step back very far. And the reason I don't step back very far is my next move is standing up. Okay, usually I am trying to keep the same height throughout the whole form, except of course when I'm standing up. So it's much harder to stand up if you're reaching way back here, because then you're, you know, you want to make it as easy for yourself as possible. So you just step back a little bit, and then it's easy for you to stand up. Okay? Yes? Questions? No. Okay. So are there any questions on that one? Because the next move is also a step back. And the next move is going to be repulse monkey. And that, when you step back farther, it's one of the moves where people have a tendency to go up and down. So like cloud hands, people go up and down for cloud hands. Same thing with the repulse monkey. So what happens is that what I want you to do in terms of the transition for repulse monkey is, okay, you're here. Is that right? Here, and then, okay, you're here. I want you to sink, okay? I want you to sink first and then step. If you sink, you can step back farther. And what happens is, if you sink and then step back, what happens is then you can maintain that height as you go all the way back. Okay, so when you're here, sink. Can you see? You want to keep your shoulders at the same height. So step back a little farther, and then you can do that. Okay? So there are a lot of repeats, but I just wanted to make sure you got this transition, because it's a little different from the transition from left brush knee last time. From fist under elbow, because when you did it from fist under elbow, you were already down. You weren't up. So now I want you to get down and then do it. Okay? So let's do a quick, let's go from snake creeps down, and then we're going to do golden rooster. So come back, the right foot comes back to the corner, and then the left foot goes out to that corner, and you pull and back with the left, aim the fingers to the right as you move your weight forward, and turn and come up. Then step back. As you come back, position your hands and come up. Then your next one is repulse monkey. So sink, come back, and then repulse monkey. Okay? So
you facing the way you'd be facing if you were doing this, or are you facing a different way?
I'm facing the opposite way because I wanted to show you the hand. So let me do it the way, what we're going to do next is we're going to go from single whip, snake creeps down, and do both golden roosters. Then we're going to keep going to do all the repeats until the part where you have a slight new movement, okay? So let's say that we're at single whip. And we do snake creeps down. Then golden rooster stands on one leg. Come up, turn the back foot, turn the front foot, position your hands as you move your weight forward, turn and come up. 2, step back, position your hands, turn and come up. Sink, repulse monkey. 1, 2, 3, diagonal flying. 'Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Needle at sea bottom. Fan through the back. Now here's the new move. Turn body and white snake spits out its tongue. So it's like turn body chop with this, except at the very end, you open your fingers. So you're at the end of it, what it looks like, you have your regular Taiji palm shape, except it's open. So your fingers are relaxed as you open. It's like opening a flower. Even though the intent isn't that nice. So you're essentially poking somebody in the eyes when you do that. So, okay. Yes.
Do that one more time. For some reason on my screen, you paused and then I missed, you know, it kind of did this.
Okay, so let's say I'm doing it from fan through the back. Okay, so this looks just like turn body chop with fists, right? I make my fist down here, my weight is in the back. Then if I were to do turn body chop with this, this would be it. But now I open my hand and come back. Now, because
I missed the part where it was like turn body chop with fist. So I was
okay, so let's do it again. So from here, you come down, you shift your weight back, make your fist. Now, because you had the snake spitting out its tongue, your next transition is going to be a little different. Because what happens is when you had turn body chop with fist, you had parry, block, and punch with it as a fist, right? Now, because you opened it up, you're back here with an open hand. You no longer have a fist, right? So then this parry, block, and punch becomes like the very first parry, block, and punch. Remember when you were at left brush knee and you did a parry, block, and punch? Hand was open, right? You have an open hand here. You come to the middle and then you make your fist as you come down, right? You're going to do the same thing here, because what happened is because you have your fist, your hand open, you're going to come back here, okay? Then when it comes time for you to do parry, block, and punch, you're going to have to come back, make your fist as you come down, and then you end up with the same kind of parry, block, and punch. You see that? So I just want to make sure you get that transition, since it's a little bit different from the last one. Questions?
I have a question on the this part. Is your foot fully flat? Are you rooted, or is your foot fully flat when you're opening?
It's the footwork is the same as the other.
Oh.
So when you're here, and you shift weight when you come here. So the strike is still with the left.
Right.
And the left strike is when the weight shifts.
Okay. Thanks.
Mhm. Anything else? So let's do that one more time from bend through the back. So from bend through the back, you're upright, you're looking through the tiger's mouth. You circle, you're turning your left foot to that corner. You shift your weight back. You're making your fist on the right. And you open and shift weight and strike. So the next move after that is parry, block, and punch. So you're going to come up, pull toward the center, make your fist at the end, come in, step. So it's a swing step, just like brush knee. Come toward the center again, block and strike. Then after that, you're going to have Chengfu. Did we do Chengfu before in the second section? No. Okay, so I'm going to show it to you in the direction you're going to be doing it, and then I'm going to do it toward you. So at the end of parry, block, and punch, what you're going to do is you're going to turn this foot toward the corner. And then doing that, you're opening the left hand to a ward off. and the right hand comes down with the fifth eye kind of diagonal. Then you shift your weight forward, pull with the off with the right, close and step, right ward off. So Chengfu is actually like a modern left ward off. So if I were going to do it toward you, okay, what it looks is this. Then pull and ward off, close and step, right ward off. So the thing that's important to remember on this one is, I'm going to do it in this direction, is when you're here, forward, you're reaching forward, okay? Because you are meeting somebody who's striking you, you're connecting. So make that forward and weight shift. Then as you pull and make this downward ward off, step and close, strike. So it is very close to the transition between your left ward off and right ward off at the very beginning of the form. The main difference is when you were doing the left ward off to right ward off, what happened was you changed your footwork and then you pulled. When you changed your footwork, your body went with it. So your pull feels longer. Here, because you're here, you don't have much of a pull. You're already in front of your shoulder, right? So you're pulling just a little beyond your shoulder. So you're here, and then you come here, you pull a little bit and make the same ward off down here. Right, ward off. Okay. But you make the same circle on the bottom and come back up, right? For your right ward off. So after that, we have a whole bunch of things that are similar, okay? So once we get to the right ward off, we're going to do roll back, press, push, single whip. Now, cloud hands. So this is the last cloud hands of the form. Three, corner, single whip. Now we're going to do a high pat on horse, which you already did in the second section. So activate your hands, come back, reposition to a ball touch, and come forward. So the thing that's important for this one is, as a reminder, since you already know this one, is that when you're coming from single whip and you activate your hands and you come back, you're pushing off your heel and you're coming for a ball touch, your hand here is under your ribs. There are only a couple of places where your hand comes under your ribs as opposed to at your hip. Almost always your hand is at your hip. But here, your hand comes under your wrist because the next move is the palm thrust, which is step wide enough for a bow stance and thrust forward. So in the direction you would be doing it, from single whip, what happens is you're going to do high pad on horse, and then make a bow stance and come forward. So this hand is underneath your upper arm, and this is fairly straight. So in high pad on horse, you have this movement to the throat. This is also to the, well, we show it as being straight out from the shoulder. If you were to use it, it would be like this. It would be using your tiger's mouth to grasp somebody's throat. But we don't show it that way in the form. But that tells you the height it should be, right? If it's high enough that you're going to grab somebody's throat. So that's the height you want it to be. And the reason this hand is underneath is that actually these two moves come together, because from here, okay, you tried to hit someone here and they somehow got out of it. So what you're doing now is you are grabbing them and striking. And that's why you're pulling back so that you can hit them. So that's the meaning of that one. And you don't want to grab down too far, because if it's too far, you're going to miss their throat. So you're going to have to grab kind of levels to get them in the throat. Okay. Any questions on that one? Okay. So let's do one more. Okay. We're going to do.
Are we learning
Yes?
all of this today? Are we learning the rest of the form today, or what?
Oh no, we're just going to do one more move today. Just one more.
Be a fast session, I guess.
Well, it's because we had so much repeat. Because think of how many new things you've learned thus far. You've learned this, okay, the snake spits out its tongue, and thrust palm. All the rest of it was repeat. So I'll show you what the next move looks like, okay? So when you're at thrust palm, your next move is turn body cross kick. So you're going to turn, you're going to shift weight to the right so that you can turn your left foot. Your left heel is going to move to that corner. So that footwork looks just like turn body chop with fist, right? Then you're going to stand up and kick. That's it. So this is called a cross kick, but it's actually a heel kick. And the reason is that originally it was to the corner. So if you look at the Chinese, it's 十字腿, which means the character 10 kick. So the character 10 looks like a cross. So that's why they call it cross kick. And it would be, the original kick was like this. So my body is kind of like a cross, right? And it was straight out to the corner. So what happened was, instead of kicking out toward there, it would be to there. But they changed it. So now it looks just like a cross kick, heel kick, but it retains the old name. Okay?
Mhm.
So let's try it from, let's do a couple of times from single whip, high pad on horse, thrust palm. So bow stance, hand out, right hand under the upper left hand, then turn body. And as you stand up, you cross your arms. Right hand out because you're doing a right kick. Kick. So it's kind of a repeat because you already know how to do a heel kick. I just want to remind you, the heel kick is actually like a stomp. So I really want you to visualize your energy coming out your heel. So what I mean is, this is a toe kick, right? You're hitting on the top of your shoelaces, okay? This is a heel kick. You see that? The heel is where the energy goes. I discovered that there were some people who were doing essentially a toe kick with the foot looking like a heel. So they would do essentially this, but that's not right. So you want to do this. You want to have the heel be the energy point. Okay? And generally, people cannot do a heel kick as high as a toe kick because a toe kick is going up, so it's easier to make a higher kick. But because you want to get the sense of stomping down, your heel kick is not going to be as high as your toe kick. Okay? So let's do that a few times. Let's go from single whip to high pad on horse. Thrust palm, bow stance, thrust palm. Turn body, stand up, and heel kick. So in terms of your coordination, if I do it facing you, as I stand up, I make my cross. Okay, and the other thing that's important is when you make your cross, make sure you have your back rounded. I want your cross out here, not here. Here. And then open. Okay, let's do it again. So single whip, high pad on horse, thrust palm, turn body, and cross kick. One more time, and then we'll go from snake creeps down to cross kick. Okay? So here we have single whip. We're going to do high pat on horse, high pat on horse, thrust palm, turn body, cross kick. Are there any questions first before we go back to single whip and snake creeps down? Well, let's do it and see if any questions come up, okay? So I'm at single whip. I'm going to do snake creeps down. I turn the right foot to the corner, come back, make my C. Golden Rooster stands on one leg, come forward, position my hand. Well, I'm going to come up first, turn the left foot and the left hand, then shift weight forward and come up. Step back, flatten my foot and position my hands, turn and come up. Repulse monkey, sink and step. 1, 2, 3, diagonal flying. 'Raise hands and step forward. White crane spreads its wings. Left brush knee. Needle at C bottom. Yield forward, pull in the right foot. Come back and shift your footwork and sink. White snake, fan through the back. Come back up. Open. Turn body and snake spits out its tongue. Turn. Make your fist. Chop and open. Strike. Block and punch. Hands come to the center. Pull down. Make your fist. Come back, swing, step. All your weight is on the right. Block, punch. Chengfu. Open your left foot. Ward off with the left. Fifth eye pointing diagonally. Pull with the left, ward off with the right. Close and step, right ward off. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Cloud hands. One, two, three. Single whip. High pad on horse. Palm thrust. Turn body. Cross kick. How is that? Let's do it one more time and then we'll close class. Okay? Starting from single whip, we'll do snake creeps down, golden rooster, and all the way to cross kick. So we're at single whip, snake creeps down, turn the right toe to the corner, come down, make your C with the left hand, golden rooster, come up, pull in the right foot, pull out the left hand and foot. Position your hands as you shift weight forward, turn and stand up. Oops. Okay. 2. Step back. Flatten your foot and position your hands. Turn and stand up. Repulse monkey. Sink. Step. 1. 2. 3. Diagonal flying. Turn, pull in the right, step, open, turn the left foot. Raise hands and step forward. Come in, close. And spreads its wings. Close and step. Turn, open your wings. Left brush knee, turn your hands, swing, step, brush, strike. Needle at C bottom. Yield forward, pull in foot. Pull back, change your footwork, sink down. Fan through the back. Come up, attach the left, step, separate. Turn body and white snake spits out its tongue. Circle your arms. Shift back and make your fist. White snake spits out its tongue. Strike. Parry, block, and punch. Hands come to the center. Pull down. Make your fist. Swing, step. Parry. Block. Punch. Chengfu. Open the left foot and the left hand. Pull with the left, ward off with the right, come together, close and step, right, ward off, roll back, press, pull in the right, detach the left, press forward, push, square up, flatten, come back over all, push, single whip, come back, flatten, turn, push down, release the left foot, ward off with the left, hook hand with the right, standing ward off, step, deflect, strike. Cloud hands, shift right, left foot goes to straight, 1, 2, 3. Single whip. High pat on horse. Activate your hands. Push off the left heel. Strike. Thrust palm. Bow stance. Thrust. Turn body and cross kick. Shift weight back. Turn on the left heel, 135 degrees. Stand up. Kick. Okay. How did that go? It was a lot of moves, but actually not that many new moves. Any questions?
It's not really a question. There's a time in the Golden Rooster that's not quite clear to me, but I think I just have to do a lot of them to synchronize the arms and
Well,
legs.
if you came up from Snake Creeps down and you are back at single whip, think of it this way. The left hand and the left foot go together. Then as you shift your weight forward, think about getting your hands ready. So the left hand comes back, the right hand, the fingers face forward. Then as you turn your waist, one up, one down. The trick is getting your hands in the right position first, so that when you're here and you pull here, then as you pull back the left and position the right, because you can't get that up and down feeling unless your hands are set first.
Okay, I think I was not synchronizing this step, but it's better. I understood now.
Yeah, it's a lot of things to move at once. So yes, it just takes practice. Are there any other questions? Next time we'll probably only do like one move.
Good.
We'll just do punch to the groin. And that's it. And then we'll do a little bit. After that, there are a lot of repeat moves also. And so maybe we'll do a few repeat moves, but it won't be the only new move. And we'll do review. Okay? So thank you very much for joining me today. And I will see you next week. Thank you.
Bye, thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
I don't know, Rita, if it's on my side, but my video quality, there's just like always these lags. I miss a bunch. It's
Yeah,
like
it was kind of,
it
yeah.
skips and lags, and I don't know if it's me or my side or.
It
I
may
was-
be my side. I'll have to check it out. Because if Sharon sees it also, then it's probably on my side.
Yeah, it makes it difficult when I'm learning it because sometimes I'll say it and then jumps and then you're like ending and I miss some parts.
Yeah,
Just
sorry about that.
the connection. Yeah, never know.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Rita. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.